Hi, everybody, and welcome to COM490. It is so great to see you again, and I'm over the moon, happy to be teaching you in this last semester and helping you take your newly minted degree, your skills, all your insights out into the world. But it feels just like yesterday to me that I was with you all in Langford teaching you COM 320. Um, I suspect it doesn't feel like that with you. But here you are, term number 4. You're about to finish your degree. Big time congratulations, everybody. And I know it's been hard. I know it. But look at you, here you are, just like I said. Okay. Um, I suspect most of you remember me from COM 320, but just maybe a little bit of a refresh. The grammar queen, right? And the business writer. But I also just want to let you know there is kind of a part two of Lynn West. My specialty is actually career writing. So things like LinkedIn, resumes, and cover letters. All right. I am a certified resume and a certified interview strategist. And I'm also a certified career coach. So I also spent a few years writing LinkedIn profiles for a sales training company in the United States. So I do come with real world skills and to take you through this course. And I'm delighted that I actually get to share them with you, okay, and help you on your journey. I am also absolutely thrilled to be co-teaching this class with Tyler once again. He is kind, he's wonderful, and he's very smart. I think that you will really enjoy working with him to create your portfolios. I actually think you're going to enjoy this whole course and will come away with some really useful tools to prepare you for your post-grad career path. So what does COM 490 look like? So after today, well, Wednesday, actually, I'll talk about that in a minute, but you won't be seeing much of me until week number 5. And then we're going to be getting into the public service exam that you are going to be writing on July 21st. Okay, so this public service exam you'll I think week number 4, you're going to be reading an information page that provides an overview of what the exam is. And briefly, this exam it's a timed quiz where you will be writing questions to ask in an interview and then a subsequent press release. It's intended to ready you for the increasingly common practice that many organizations, governments especially, conduct during the interview process. In the real world, and for sure for the BC government, the quiz goes for an hour. You have an hour to complete it. But in assignment number 2 here, you will have an hour and a half to complete it. It opens up at 12:01 a.m. the morning of July 21st, and it closes at 11:59 p.m. that same day, July 21st. And you can do it anywhere in the world. You can choose any time of the day to do it inside that, well, 23 hours and 58 minutes, right? To write it, but it has to be done on July 21st. It closes after that. Um, Okay, so in week 5, you will also begin working on the career development portion of COM 490, and where you are going to be embarking on a journey of self-discovery that guides you towards building what we call a value proposition. It's a reflective process that moves you right down the right career path, and by using tools and graphs and tests that basically bring out the person in you, like things like your highest attributes, your talents, your inclinations, but also the benefits and impacts that you've made that you may not even realize at this point that you've actually made those, but you will by the time we're done. Okay, so as you move through the program, You're going to learn that anytime you apply for a job, that you need to tailor your resume, well, your whole application actually to match the job posting. So it's important that you choose a job posting. Let me just back up a little bit. I am going to require you to actually choose a job posting that you're going to be using as a guide. All right, that you're going to actually you have to make your resume template, your cover letter template, and also for putting together your LinkedIn profile and your career prep. That job posting, it's really important that you find one that reflects the kind of work that you actually want to do. All right. You are going to understand a lot more about this as we kind of get there. I'll explain it a little bit more deeply. But in the meantime, if you are interested, I have compiled a comprehensive list of links to communication job boards in week number 5's Moodle. So you don't have to feel like you have to wait until then to check them out. It's actually a process, choosing a job posting is actually a process that I think works best when you have a little bit of time to percolate in it. Okay. Week number 7, we really kick off the career prep part of the course. And you're going to learn how to isolate keywords and determine character traits for targeted positions. You're going to be creating an engaging and benefit focused resume. You're going to be designing an enticing cover letter. You are going to be building and optimizing your LinkedIn profile. You're going to be preparing for a job interview. And last but not least, in fact, last and best, is that you're going to be participating in a mock interview with a volunteer business leader. So, and also one other thing, it's not part of the assignment, but I've also included assets in Moodle to help get you comfortable with networking, because it is hands down the most effective way to get hired. Excuse me, I've actually had really bad bronchitis, so I'm going to keep losing my voice. Anyway, I'm going to press on here. Sorry, folks, for that. Okay, so assignment number 3 pulls everything together. Okay, and here's how it works. Each week, you'll submit the deliverables from that week's lesson for feedback. For example, in week number 7, you're going to learn about resumes and cover letters, and then you'll submit your drafts to me to review. I go through them, and then I offer suggestions to help you strengthen your work. Now, the same process will continue like in week 8 when we focus on LinkedIn, and again in week number 9 when we dig into interview strategy. These critiques are really key, absolutely key, not just for getting the most out of this course, but also to help you obtain great marks for it, and also helping you be effective in job searches. And honestly, folks, I can say with confidence for the rest of your life, okay? I strongly submit that you submit your drafts in the same week that you learn the lesson, all right? Here's why. First of all, I can only guarantee giving you feedback if you submit it during the designated week. My workload makes it really, really tough to go back later. I also recommend that you incorporate my feedback as soon as you receive it. This working on the go means that you're knocking off an assignment deliverable each week, which takes the pressure off later. So no cramming and no panic, right? And then finally, my past students have told me that working in weekly increments made the learning really like stick, and that this approach played a huge part in them landing jobs in competitive fields after they graduated. Um, One thing to bear in mind too with these critiques is that although they're not graded, that there is a 5% penalty that would be applied to your assignment 3 grade for each critique that you don't submit. So again, it really pays to stay on track. Like I said, the crown and glory, of course, is the mock interviews. Right now, I can tell you that they will take place in week 10. And I'll have a sign up sheet available by week 8 or so. I'm just waiting on to hear back from some of the volunteers that we're going to be using for those. And again, they're with people that you don't know, so it really sticks. It's really and it'll feel real and it'll feel fun, and you'll love it. I know. Okay, we're almost done, folks. So this is kind of important to help you stay organized through the course. Make sure that you check out the course schedule in Moodle. You've probably seen it in other online courses. Actually, have you had other online courses? Maybe not. So, okay, so that you know where to find it. So just in case, it's in the course information section, and it outlines your weekly deliverables and what to expect each step of the way. As always, too, please make sure that you check the readings and resources area, also located in the course information section, and to help you determine what you need for that week. Most of my readings are videos that are packed with super, super useful material. I will also be creating a weekly video and email that gives you a brief description of what's required for the week, and answer any questions or provide clarifications or updates that need to be addressed. And of course, I'm going to be repeating much of this as we begin each lesson. I know with all that's happening, that this isn't the only course you're doing that's going on, that it's easy to forget. Okay. Tyler and I will also be available for a weekly Zoom drop-in every Wednesday between 9 and 10 a.m. PST. But one note, if we go on we will be doing them individually. He'll do his portion, then I'll do mine. But when we come on to the Zoom call, if no one shows up for the first 20 minutes, we're just going to assume that you don't need us for that day, and then we're gonna head out afterwards. So try to pop in early if you have any questions. Okay. I am going to drop in this Wednesday to say hello and answer any questions that you might have. And then I'll let Tyler take over from there. So otherwise, I hope you have a great few weeks with Tyler. As always, please don't hesitate to reach out to me if you have any questions or concerns, or just want to say hi, Lynn. All righty. Okay, guys, have a great week. Bye for now.